Welcome back to the Journey Podcast with your host, me, Tia Mitchell. As we continue to navigate life, my hope is that we be encouraged, strengthened, and lean into how God is calling us to live this life as a believer, because we know He's there every step of the way. So I hope today's episode blesses your life and grows you close to God. Hope you enjoy.
I never eat Taco Bell, but...
Really? I looked at my bank statement. The last time I had Taco Bell was August 16th.
You get Taco Bell often?
No.
I feel like Taco Bell, I feel like I'm maxed out on it because in high school, grew up in small town Oklahoma, it was all we had after 10 p.m. So if you were hungry and you were out on a Friday night, as you were just running around doing nothing, you just go to get in Taco Bell. You'd wait in that drive-through line for an hour.
Man,
but that was the thing to do.
There. Yeah.
And you get a...
Baja Blast.
Well, actually, I really love, might be controversial, I really love a kid's meal bean and cheese burrito. And they got, well, I haven't gone in so long, but they had those little curly sandwiches.
I can't eat
that stuff
them.
Is good. But I want to try, also a quesadilla is really good.
The chicken and cheese one?
But I got to take a Lactaid before I have a quesadilla. One of them, I'm like, gotta prepare.
You can't have any dairy.
No, I can. I just not that much. That's like a whole block of cheese between a tortilla.
No.
That's a lot of cheese.
A lot of people like cheese.
I like cheese. I just gotta say, I just gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
I gotta be prepared. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Journey Podcast. Mm-hmm. This is the last one of the season. I can't believe we did another season just like that, and
season 2.
We made it through. Yeah. I will be honest, it was kind of fun to kind of get it all done, like at once, so that I can be present in my day-to-day life. Because life still happens. You press record, it has to end at one point. So yeah, I think this time has been fun to even think about starting season 2. Seems like we were just doing that one. And now to go into another time of okay, closing out a season. So yeah. Gabby, how you been?
How I been? I've been good. Lots going on. Lots of fun things.
Yeah.
Most specifically, if anyone knows me in person, I'm usually trying 20 different things, and I always have paint on my hands. I like to do a lot of creative stuff.
Yes, you do. Go look her up, G Marie.
G Marie Creative. But I've been trying to make these. I'm still in the process. We're prototyping. I'm trying to make these lamps.
Okay.
So let me explain.
Yeah.
Can you see this lamp in the background? I'll use this as an example.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, I'm not trying to make a full-on body of a lamp by myself, but the way the lamp exterior looks. So I take a lamp like that, and I want to take, it's this plaster material, almost like a mosaic, but I'm going to make it black. I'm going to color it all black. But it has a texture, and so you mix that, you can cover the lamp body in it, and then I'm making these custom ceramic shapes that then will be, it's inspired by this thing called a memory jug, which is basically where you take a plaster and you just things that you've collected that are random in your junk drawer, you plaster it all over. Yeah. And it's like a folk art style situation. It goes back years and years. But I was like, let me do a little bit a more G Marie version of that. Yeah. That's not junk, but it's intentional ceramic pieces. And so you plaster the lamp, and then you put these ceramic pieces on it, and you push it into it, and then it dries. And so it's a very it's kind of mosaic-esque, kind of not. So,
is it like the one that you did with the seashells?
Yeah, it's like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to use black, and I want to use ceramic. I got a cookie cutter situation, and I made a bunch of shapes that then I'll glaze different colors.
Okay.
But we're still working on it because we're learning. It's you got to learn the materials and what works and what doesn't long term, and then do some custom shades.
Yeah.
I haven't done this yet, but I think I want to. Do you know Kelly from church? She has those really cool quilted jackets. They're so cool. Anyway, amazing seamstress, sewer, whatever you call it. She makes all these she'll take your grandma's quilt and make it into this really cool jacket. I want her to make a custom lampshade. Ooh. We're getting wild over here. So that's a little fun thing I've been up to. And I'm training for I'm doing a triathlon
you are.
in mid-May.
We remember that from
Chattanooga. Yeah.
Oh, you going back down there? Oh, yeah.
Chattanooga, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It'll be beautiful. I don't think it'll be too hot yet. And my friends and I who are doing it, our goal is to make it really fun.
Yeah.
So
you go get your ice cream in your pack.
Yeah. Like, I forget all the ingredients. We need to look it up.
Salt,
But you put it on your little
ice.
running backpack, and it's like all the ingredients. And if you shake it, it makes ice cream.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
I want to see what it turns out.
Yeah, me too. It's probably going to be soupy. But I'm planning on having, like, my friends or family, my support crew, you can, like, post up at different spots. So when you run by, they're like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
I want them to have ice cream cones. So we can, like, mile 6, it's like, put the ice cream on there. It's going to be fun.
Oh, you're going to stop and do that?
Yeah, you have time.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's kind of what I've been up to. Making lamps and training for a triathlon.
Okay.
It's been good.
Hey.
It's been good.
Come on.
And I'm thankful it's getting lighter outside. It's not daylight.
Man.
Why every year does that just
Every
blindside
year.
me?
Like, it's real ghetto.
Yeah, like
trifling.
why? Like, I almost just like stand at the window at like 4:30 p.m. and look at it, and I'm like offended. I'm like, how could this be? I thought they were getting rid of daylight savings.
You know what? I wish I lived in Arizona because they don't have to go through this along with the rest of the world. It's just the other states.
You know where you could go to during the daylight savings time if it's like really, really bad? Iceland. They have seasons. Well, it's both ways. They have.
Yeah, they do.
Someone needs to fact check me on this. This isn't quite perfectly accurate, but I forget what seasons of the year. I think summertime months for like 6 months, light 24/7. The sun never goes down. But then the flip side is like winter.
Yeah.
Is dark 24/7. That's tough. That's tough.
I would rather have the opposite.
I know. So I'm saying you do Nashville here, and then you go to Iceland for the light, and then you come back.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
That's like
Or you'll do Rome, and then go to Iceland.
Yeah, just bop up.
Yeah, a little plane flight over.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now, it reminded me of that stat of a place in Alaska has 60-something days of pure darkness. Like there's no sunlight until like the top of the year.
Oh my gosh, I'd have to get so many like fake vitamin D sunlight lamps in my house.
I'd
have sunlight parties with people. I'd be like, come over, get some sunlight. Yeah, jeez.
Throw some on the grill. That's
that
frozen.
really affects you.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
It
yeah.
does. That.
What do you do to get? What do you do in what's kind of your routine to help you stay afloat during the dark hours of daylight savings? What do you do?
Nowadays, I don't know. I still have a regimen. Like I leave work, go to the gym, come home, cook, do something that night if I have an event or something to attend, or I won't.
I will or I won't.
And then I'll just go to work, get off, work out, come home, chit chat with somebody on the phone. I always have to end I want my work day to be, of course I'm talking to folks.
Yeah.
But I choose to want to still talk to people that I care about to be filled up for my day. And just to hear about them and everything. So I do want to have evening conversation with someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? What helps you?
Gosh, what do I do? I mean, getting some kind of physical activity always helps. So just staying in that routine of I love being outside. I really like working out outside if I can. So that is a bummer because it's not super relaxing to go on a run in the pitch dark because it just feels not very safe. So it's a little bit of I'm like, man, I think this might add more stress if I go running in the dark because So I go to the YMCA a lot. Love the sauna. I do sauna. I feel like those kind of regimens. And then I feel like just shifting my rhythms to what stuff that I enjoy that feels life-giving, but that's inside because it's cold and dark. So making lamps.
Making lamps.
Shine
your light.
Yeah. Which I don't know if y'all know this. If it's ever been brought up, but Tia's an amazing ceramicist. I think that's what you say. A potter. on the wheel, she makes stuff. She sells stuff. You should buy some of her mugs.
Yeah.
That she did not tell me to say this.
I didn't.
This is a free ad. This is you know how podcasts have we're interrupting for this ad.
Yeah, brought to you by.
Sponsored. This is not a sponsorship. It's just true.
We haven't got any of those yet.
Not yet.
Wow.
Yeah. Who would be your first sponsor that you'd want?
The Holy Spirit.
That's true. Who would be your second sponsor?
Anything that's promoting giving back to the community, or anything that's willing to support the people that actually need it.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm all for like people that want to like, oh, get your protein shake from da 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 da, or you totally need this new jacket, shirt, whatever. But ultimately, I care about what's going back into the community. Because if it's not helping the community, you're building a profit for somebody. That's good to them. Hey, each his own. But I'm more so helping people out.
Yeah, that's good.
True story.
Good answer. A+.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer. Yeah. Well, Tia, what's been new with you? What have you been up to?
Well, you know, Gabby, as some of you can see, if you're watching via video, I have my Aroma shirt on.
I'm so sorry.
Gesundheit. Bless you.
Oof.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I got this shirt on to help like going into the season of life where I am at this point. When this comes out, I'll be wrapping up my time in Rome because I finally have been able to be released to go to Rome to spend some time with the organization I'm partnering with, to go out into Rome and just to see what it looks like to do discipleship, house churches, and just really to be involved in people's life and diaspora community, immigrants and all the things. Because if you ever been to Rome, like you quickly realize how diverse it is.
Yeah.
There's so many different people from all over the world that are in Rome. It's so crazy. So many different languages, so many different religions. So it's like a really great place for people to come, whether they're passing through or they're there to build their lives, to really get a glimpse of who God is. Not religion based, not because it's very much still a lot of Catholicism. And so being able to break through those walls to allow the Holy Spirit to really awaken the church in Europe to where it's not like, oh, I went to church, I said my Hail Marys, I did X, Y, and Z, I'm going to heaven. See y'all losers later, but it's not like that. It's like, it's really about relationship, and it's really about really submitting to God and understanding grace, understanding mercy, because that ultimately is how we're getting to know God and we're able to see Him versus I have to do this to please. So definitely looking forward to that time. This is going to be very interesting coming back to watch this and seeing what all took place. I definitely want to experience the Lord in a different way that, I don't know, just continues to grow you, like challenge you, desire to like see Him more rightly. But yeah, I think my time in Rome will be great. Regardless of if it is or if it's not, it's going to be a challenge. But I do look forward to seeing how I will grow and be stretched. Remember, stretch from the very first episode.
Goodness, the stretching.
The stretching season. I feel like it's going to continue. But yeah, hopefully to have good community, like a family feel.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. This is going to be really good. How's your Italian?
Oh, un poquito español. I don't know Italian that well at all. I think for me, you hear people say, oh, French is like a love language. Like people love to hear it. Me, I'm like,
it's beautiful. Yeah. You don't like it?
Espanol? Oh, baby, you tickling my ears at that point. I'm like, ooh, come on, speak to me. Okay. So when I think of the cousin language, Italian, it even more is like, okay, I can get with this.
Yeah.
I think I understand what it means to be, I'm learning to know what it means to be a missionary in a country that does not speak your primary language. And so it is important to go into that area learning or knowing the language to help in the beginning and as you're like getting acclimated. For me, learning Italian, knowing the timeline I'm there, I'm still working with the Lord with that. But wherever I go that will be long term, obviously, of course, I will need to learn that language if I'm ever to have a conversation. Like we're having a conversation with someone to even share the gospel. You can only use a translator for so long, and you really have to step out and speak. Go ahead.
You know what I heard recently?
What's that?
Again, fact check me on this. I'm just saying stuff that I'm like, I haven't fact checked this. The new Apple AirPods
Okay.
have a feature.
Ooh.
I think this is how it works. Okay, you have your phone.
Yeah.
You have a feature. It operates as a translator. You speak to me in Italian. My earbuds translate that real time into English. I speak in English back into my earphones what I want to say to you, and then my phone out loud translates that into Italian out loud back to you. Then you respond to that, same loop. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
I feel like that's going to be an
I wonder
amazing
how
tool
accurate
for.
it is.
Yeah, but probably more accurate than like hand signals and things, and as accurate as Google Translate probably is when you're doing your phone. So I feel like if that's true and the technology works well, I feel like it's going to be an amazing tool for missionaries in different countries.
Yeah.
When you have a language barrier.
In the beginnings.
Yeah, of course.
It can be definitely be seen as a crutch if you use it after you've been there for 10 years.
Well, yeah, you should always have your AirPods and they're
Like,
like, yeah.
Yeah, like, are you trying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. So what's something you're doing, big or small, to prepare for Rome?
Right now,
Besides your stretches.
Stretching. Right now I am like at the tail end of support raising. It's been a journey to get these monies in, but switching over to the job, allowing myself to save up some myself for this cause has helped a ton. So now that is like done, it's like, okay, wow, like this is actually happening? Question mark. Like I bought my tickets. Like
Yeah.
when you buy the ticket going somewhere, you know you're going at that point. It's like it's all up in the air until you do something. Until you put action to the things that are said that you're going to do, it's meaningless. So when you buy the flight for the trip, you going. Like you can plan. I feel like a lot of people live in the planning. Oh, let's do. But until you have some action, baby, it ain't real. We just fantasizing. Like we gotta put some action to it. And so when I think about buying the ticket, I'm like, whoa. Because it's been like a minute. This is like the third time of pushing the timeline back. So for a minute, I was like, man, I'm not gonna even go. Like, what is this? Like, but it's like, no, T, you can't give up. And I'm like, okay, I can't give up. So buying a ticket was like, okay, wow. Kind of like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop because what next? But I am looking forward to it. Still got some meetings set up to talk with folks, see exactly what kind of I can have expectations going into that, what I need to bring, all the things. But truly going into this time like open-handed because I don't want to have expectation and just like, no. Yeah. The man make the plan, but the Lord order the steps type deal.
Yeah. That's good. On a light question, what is, because you went to Japan for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you've done other trips and things. When you're gone, I feel like whenever I've left America for extended period of time, there's always one particular food or two that I think about a lot that I crave. That I'm like, oh, when I get back, I'm housing this.
Yeah.
When you go, what do you think you're gonna miss? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Your cornbread.
You
can make that over there. I guess.
can make.
But what's something you can't get over there that you're gonna miss?
I think if anything, it'll be better over there.
Yeah, but
Cleaner
like there's some
food.
fast food chains that you just can't get.
Oh, you're going to get your McDonald's. You're going to get your...
Well, yeah, but...
I mean, I think for me, I enjoy that time period of like, okay, solely, I have this amount of time to be in this country. Let's kind of immerse ourselves and kind of get our taste buds adjusted. Now, I may be fasting, an unwilled fast, but I don't think it will. I feel like when I was over there for my scouting trip, I enjoyed the food I ate. There was a lot of things on the menu. I was like, what is this? So Google helped me out with what it was. But it typically was good. I just have to be careful with red sauce because, my acid reflux.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, when I went over there and I had some red sauces, it didn't really mess with me as much. So I'm like interested to see what all the flavors and things, because I feel like Italian food is really good.
Oh, it's so good.
So yeah.
You want to know something fun fact about me?
What's up?
I don't like pasta. I know. And I didn't even like Italian pasta. I've had the good stuff too, and I'm like, I just don't really care for it.
Is it the noodle or is the sauce? What you
It's
don't
all
like?
of it. I don't really like any of it. Like, I don't really like spaghetti. I don't like fettuccine alfredo. I don't really want noodles. I'll never pick them. I'll never make them.
Will you eat ramen?
I mean, like if I'm hungry and someone's serving ramen, I'll eat it. I'm not gonna ever make ramen.
Oh. So if you went to Japan or like Thailand or Hong Kong, no noodles.
I mean, I think because it's the main source of food, I would end up eating it.
Yeah, but
at
you wouldn't
times,
enjoy it.
But I wouldn't pick it.
Oh.
I don't like, but I like Italian. Like I like pizza. I like meatballs. So I'll get that. But yeah, I mean Italian, it's like whatever.
Yeah. I feel like it's still even more to Italian than just their pasta. So I'm interested to see what else is out there.
I do like lasagna, but that's different. That's like.
Yeah,
It's different. But
because of the noodle texture?
I don't like pasta. Like you're not gonna catch me ordering fettuccine alfredo.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Oh,
it's kind of people are like.
So when I invited you to my birthday a couple years ago, we went to the Italian restaurant.
I think I got chicken. Maybe. I love chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken's good. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll say I thought about when I did the Camino last summer. There's this one particular iced latte that I love. And I had great coffee over there, but it was all hot. No one did ice. It was all just espresso. Like they just whip those things. You should see the people in the machines. It's like they've done it 100,000 times because they probably have. They have pa pa pa, and you got from ordering to espresso in hand. It's like 25 seconds.
Wow.
It's quick.
That is.
But I love my iced latte. Kharif Hall Bagel, shout out. Love you. And I thought about that every morning. I got up. Yeah.
You must go there a lot to even have that. Wow.
It was also really hot in Spain at the time. And so I really wanted an iced bevy to kick my 5 a.m. wake-up call off. And I didn't get it. I really suffered.
Oh, yeah.
Really suffered.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Tia, looking back on the topics, the episode themes that you've done, what led you, let's say the relationship one, what led you being like, this is a topic that I want to talk about this season?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, with any topic, I definitely see what I'm supposed to do with like the Lord or whatever I feel in that time, thinking and kind of like, okay, Lord, what can we talk about? For me, and also with the journey, I also think back of like similar to season 1 of like, how has my journey been? What are the things from the point of like starting the journey and having the title of the journey, like from the day back when the Lord became real to me? So trailing that up into the point of starting is kind of where I'm kind of like leaning into like, okay, let's look in hindsight. What can we go back to and remember and talk about now? And so a part of that is relationships. And relationships has been like a very interesting topic because in the States or across the world, people desire relationships, whether it is platonic or it is just, oh, that's my friend, that's Keisha, that's Tyrone, or whatever it may be. Like those are your friendships. But when we think of like romantic relationships, a lot of people, that is like the number one sale is love. Love is like the number one sale because people desire love. And I feel like that definitely comes from the Lord because he is love. But to know what it looks like in a healthy manner, people may not have that. They have the ideal of it. And then some people are camouflaged until you get to know them. And then it's like, I don't know. So when I think about relationships, I think about being able to see the perspective that men have and what they think about going into relationships. Speaking of like godly men, not just like a random Joe, just like out here, oh, I'm just whatever life takes me. Well, okay, wherever it takes you, I don't want to go. But for me, I need somebody that the Lord is literally going to allow me to submit to God, our family. And so just having Mateo, Jeff, and Reese on that episode to share their perspective as they're growing in their relationship with God and seeing how God is calling them to live, but also having an extra layer of like, this is the man I'm calling you to be for your family. And just seeing their perspective and just seeing how God is maneuvering through relationships on the guy side and then on the girl side, seeing what expectations we have held since we were little girls, or whenever that desire awoken, whatever the case may be, in your life, to what, okay, I actually want to pursue this, and this is what I want to pursue. Why? Either society or it's biblical. A lot of times we frame relationships around what we see, because we learn and we experience things, and so we take that in. But if you see unhealthy relationship after unhealthy, then you're starting to settle for something that maybe not be meant for you. Mm-hmm. And so going into seeing, okay, God, this is how you made me. This is the things that you're calling me to work on in my singleness in this time of my life. Okay, how can I better prepare myself to be a wife? But also, what kind of wife are you calling me to be? All those different things to ask. Because to be honest, having relationships in the past, it was just because like, hey, I'm lonely, well, not like that, but like, honestly, like, I like you, you like me, why not? Let's try this thing out. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, that phase of my life is no longer there. So I'm like intentionally seeking someone that actually is going to add to my life in a way where we're meant, and not just some random Joe. Mm-hmm. Like there are many times I've always kind of like, I'll just settle. Yeah, okay. See how well that goes. But something within me won't let me settle. And so therefore I have to continue to pursue the Lord as he's like continuing to write our stories. And eventually one day we'll meet if we haven't met already. So
yeah,
relationships.
That's good.
What's your take on relationships?
Well,
ask your question.
Okay.
And then I have a question.
My take on relationship. Well, that's such a broad question.
Wait, are you going to remember yours? You can ask yours so I can know. And then you can answer.
My question was going to be like something that was surprising from the Guy podcast.
Oh,
because I feel like I have a pretty good. I'm always learning, but like I roll with the ladies, so I know what's kind of the general pulse of like, okay, what are like late 20s, 30s women? You know, what's kind of what are they experiencing once you're still single in the dating field? But I'm very interested to hear what was something that surprised you about the guys.
The thing, they are funny. I remember we were sitting here on the couch. Yeah. And they're just so, the ones that I have, I'm not saying all guys are like this, whatever. But they are kind of like very chill, down to earth, but like solid guys that they don't, compared to women are very creative and everything. Men are too, but they're kind of chill. They're like, oh, well, we're just going to go with it or whatever, unless they like, or like own it. One of the guys he was mentioning, like, he probably has one good question a day or one good thought a day. I'm like, huh? Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? Like one good thought a day or one good question a day, something like that.
Positive, or like one that he's like, oh, that was a good question to ask someone,
or like that was an interesting thought to ponder on.
Wow, that's so interesting.
It is. Yeah. But that was like before that, so I don't even know if that was really in the episode.
Yeah.
Probably I don't know, behind the scenes type thing. But one thing that I really enjoyed is to see how they're managing their singleness, because one was divorced, one was single, one was now engaged, if not married by the time this come out. But he mentioned it was Mateo. He was, it was the night before, we filmed the night before he was going to propose to his now fiance, probably now wife, at the time that this goes out. But it was just cool to see all their experiences going into relationships before, when they were younger than what they are now, versus their expectations now and what they're wanting to do and lean into what God is calling them to do. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty cool to see that they take it into consideration of who they are and how they are to lead their family. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. I like that. Now, if I asked a worldly man, it might be a different question. A different answer, but we're not answering them right now. So
yeah, it's good.
What's your take?
All right, my question. There's a lot to say on it. It's like it could be hours and hours of conversation around it. I would say a very summed up version of what I think right now, and I would say, for me, this is just like Gabby's take. You asked what I think about it.
Of course.
I've been pretty independent most of my life, and so there's a level of it's interesting starting to think about I've probably been a little too independent at times, but it's interesting to think about. So a lot of my friends who are like dating right now, and of course it's like you go on the date and then it's like, okay, we have a 2-hour debrief on the couch to hear all about it. It's like, what do you think? Blah blah blah. Let's say you're median age 30, and it's like, okay, you go on this date. It's like, I know there is a level of a timeline for having biological kids that feels like a clock.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I had a conversation with one of my friends recently where it's like, there's a guy who she's like, he's great, but I don't know that I want to like. But then there's a level of, it's like, well, we've been dating for like 7 months. It feels like wasted time, especially when you feel like your clock is ticking. But when you think about it in the span of like, I'm about to lock this person, if I'm considering locking this person down as my ride or die for another 6 years, say you make it to 90, that's a lot of time. That's a lot. That is more, that's double the life you've lived at 30, where it's like, in the grand scheme of that, being tethered to and one with someone who is really like, you're like, no, I am stoked to do this life with you. You're not going to feel that every day, every minute. But if the general overall, you're like, no, I'm stoked to build this life and navigate the ups and downs of life with this person versus settling because of this smaller timeline that you feel in the moment. I think that's a thing of like thinking through the long haul. Like, I got another 60 years. Like, I mean, because you ever been, this is such a small example, but you ever been at a dinner with someone, like a 2-hour dinner, not even saying romantic, but just that you're like, gosh, I don't want to be here. This is like, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, we're not flowing. We're not, like, I don't, you know.
A 2-hour dinner, you made it to 2 hours and still there?
Yeah, I have a lot of back pocket questions I can make it through. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to do that with someone for 60 years if I'm not vibing, you know?
Yeah. I think having that point of time in the back of your mind is, of course, something to take into play. But you're still growing. You're still learning yourself, and that person will grow and learn themselves also. And so when you're doing it together, yes, you can take this glimpse of what our dynamics are now and what we can continue to work towards as the years go on. But don't allow, if you have some uncertainties, of course there are going to be some, because you're going into the unknown. You're not knowing what the future is going to hold. So even if things are going great right now, there are still people that we know that have got married younger and now are divorced. And so it's like you can't even gauge that feeling or that notion, because at the end of the day, marriage is going to be a fight. It's going to be a war. You actually have to put in, when you like, oh, you keep breathing, I need you to leave. It's like you have to know what it looks like to have endurance in marriage, because those feelings are going to fade. Everything is just going to be different from before. It's great if it does. And you can work your way back to having that same love as before, but there will be trials that your relationship will go through. But to remember what you built it upon and look forward to fighting through things. If both parties are willing to fight through it, I feel like your 90 years together, your 60 years together is going to be, well, that's a long time. Let's just go down. Your 45 years together is going to be good, because if you're both willing to fight for it, then you're able to make something shake, versus, I don't know, giving up when the feeling is not there, because it's not going to be there for a good.
Yeah. It's so, I would say one of my tips, if you will, or things that I think I would encourage single people to do. It's like, we don't know anything about marriage, really. We have ideas, but like compared to what people who've been married, like, we don't know anything. And so, but you also, when you're dating, like this, you're evaluating, and there's healthy ways to evaluate if you want to like jump into the commitment and covenant of marriage with someone. So it's like you need to understand as much as you can, but you're not gonna ever fully understand things until you're actually in it. But it's like, I would say something that's been so helpful for me is like, spend time with married couples that you admire.
Yeah.
You know, and even if it's like, just take them to dinner. It doesn't have to be official, but like get around them and like observe, not in a creepy way, but just like casually observe. How do they talk to each other? How do they interact? It's like,
and how do they get there?
Yeah, and how do they get there, and ask some questions. And I feel like married couples you admire and you want to spend time with, generally willing to share what they've done and what they're doing
Yeah.
to have a healthy marriage and things they looked for in a spouse. They're like, this is what actually matters. Like, it might not feel this way when you're dating, but like, this is the stuff that's the substance that's going to carry a marriage that you want to be in.
Sure.
And so I would say that's been super helpful for me in having a healthy, like, what's my filter when I'm going on dates or whatever, of like, these are pillars of things I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And this list gets readjusted based on things that I don't know, but I'm like, yet experientially, but I'm like, this person who's been married for 40 years and I really admire their marriage. They told me to put that on the list. Anyways, and they told me to take that other one off.
Yeah.
So I would say that's been helpful. And I don't know about, I would say most people probably listening, we have things that we are taking with us from our family and things that we're leaving behind with our parents' marriages or whatever. So I think being around healthy couples, or couples who are living in a way that I would want my life and marriage to be, it's helped rewire some things in my brain of like, oh, this is possible.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, I reflect back on your first scenario. And, of course, if you're not gelling with the person, baby, we ain't finna force them that they can't even make it off the ground.
Right.
But getting to the place where you're like, okay, yeah, this is my journey.
Yeah.
Come on,
sometimes
let's go.
slow burn, you know?
Man, crock pot.
You know, crock pot, baby. But
For
gosh,
sure.
when there's a crock pot meat, so good.
Yeah.
When it took its time to cook it.
Come on. Took his time.
So good. I'm obviously hungry. I'm
No, I'm
about
hungry. I'm
Food
like,
a lot.
myself.
I've been like
Growling.
I know. That's so good. That's so good. What is a topic that you didn't talk about this season that you thought about talking about, but that didn't make it onto the podcast?
Ooh, that I didn't talk about that I wouldn't mind talking about. I think more of since I'm very intentional and I can dive off the deep end real quick, I think it's important to learn more about, if you haven't, about the times that we're living in and the things that we need to prepare for, because we can't play with the time that we have. And so there is an end to all of this. And so learning how to live our lives in a sense where, and I guess I kind of could have like touched on it in the episode of Casual Christianity, or I don't even know if I named it at this point. What it looks like for the coming of the Lord and how to have that in our mind as we're living our day to day, as we're pursuing the things that He's calling us to, but keeping a balance of all the things, because life is complex, but it's unto something. And if we're thinking unto eternity, how are we managing today? How are we restoring today that aligns with the life that He's calling us to do here and now, but also preparing us for eternity? I don't know the real topic of that one, but it's kind of the gist. Who knows? I may talk about that later on in life, but I don't know. I think the power of your words are incredible, because now that I guess it's now being more popular, manifest this, put it out there, manifest. I'm like, when people say it in like a worldly way, I'm like, what you trying to manifest? I don't know what you trying to manifest, but I'm over here praying to the Lord and we gonna get this thing out there. But it actually it's a spiritual world. I mean, a spiritual word. And if you know it's rooted in the truth that comes from God, then of course you're gonna manifest the things that He's calling you into. But it can be very tricky when you're dealing with people that are spiritual.
Yeah. It's good. Well, that'll be in season 3.
Baby, season 3, jumping off the shelves.
I think Tia, you guys cast your vote below. I think Tia should film season 3 at the Trevi Fountain.
Who knows? I mean, at this point, I probably have already started filming.
Or, if not the Trevi Fountain, at your favorite like pizza or gelato shop.
That's going to be so
Are you
interesting.
lactose intolerant?
No, baby.
Okay, because that gelato.
Man, I ate it.
I mean, it is world class.
Jesus.
It is world class. They go,
man.
and you get that. Oh, so good.
When I went on my scouting trip, back in, I guess now, 24. Jesus. That was a minute ago. Anyway, went on my scouting trip back in 24. And there was a spot. I went to the tourist spot. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to try this gelato. Girl, they got me $10 for that gelato.
Yeah, but I know it's almost like worth it though.
No, it wasn't, because I went to my host family and she was like, 10, they got you.
It was a tourist spot.
Yes, because I went into the neighborhood, because I stayed in neighborhoods, because I love neighborhoods, because you really get a feel of being there versus being Anyway, went around the corner to it, and it was so much better, and it was $3.
Okay, that's how you gotta know. That's the tips of the locals. But as part of, you gotta, you're gonna have the $10 gelato situation.
Oh, it was so much better.
As you're in a new country. It happens,
It was so much better. Kid you not. I went back almost every other day.
I mean, it's good. It's good.
Because they give you 2 flavors. And it's not like, ooh, it was.
No, they're doing something really right there.
It was good.
Really right. That's good. Good. So good.
It is. But I do look forward to that time, and stay tuned to season 3. It's kind of crazy.
At the Trevi Fountain.
At the Trevi Fountain. It's kind of crazy to even think about season 3 because.
Yeah, I think season 3 needs an intro jingle. I still am on that. I think you need a little. People love a jingle. I love a jingle.
Okay, come up with one.
We already established we need to bring in a proper musician.
Okay.
We need to bring in a real someone. There's people whose whole job is to make jingles.
Yeah, like our friend.
They're probably gonna be really expensive, but we need to find someone who could have been a jingle maker but didn't, and now is an accountant.
Okay.
But we'll do
accountant.
But now, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have the passion for it, and they'll just do it pro bono.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone who could have made it big time as a jingle maker,
but
now is an accountant and wants an outlet.
Hey, come on, be creative.
Put that on a Craigslist ad.
Ooh, come on. I think come season 4.
Oh, we're jumping.
If there's a season 4, sure, we should have a jingle by then.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just hum. Hum like a little 3-seconder of your favorite song, and that be just gonna become your jingle. I'm just spitballing, but
so interesting.
That was good. That was good.
What song was that one?
Nah, I made it up.
Lovely. Well, Gabby, thank you for joining me on another wrap of a season. I can do nothing if the Lord didn't continue to call me to do the things.
Amen.
It's about confidence, even when you don't. A lot of the time, in this season of my life, actually, I've been feeling the Jonah spirit.
To run away.
Yeah, to run away, but also eventually you have to eventually you will fall in line to what God is calling you to do. You gonna take the long way there, or you gonna be obedient and take the steps that He's calling you to now. Yeah. Regardless, go back to that word of stretching, having that faith. But Jonah has definitely been popping up in this part of my life, and so I'm like, okay, I can no longer run, because before at the start of the season. That in between from the last season and this one, it was a time of like, okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm good. But then as the more time prolonged, and I kept feeling the prompt to start back up or start doing more creative videos, it was like, no, I want to run. I want to hide. I don't want to do this. But then it's like, no, you need to do this. In that series we just got out of a couple months ago at this point, at Church of Vision, remember the vision, casting the vision, writing it down, and that he may run, you're actively running as you're doing the vision. Like, you are not just sitting there thinking somebody else is running and looking at the vision. No, you are actively running with the vision that God has given you. So use those tools, use this time, and get back up there, because it's not over. So that was like, dang, I gotta start back feeling. So it was good. And so I'm thankful to have done season 2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Anytime, homie. All right, guys. So that is a wrap of season 2. Crazy, crazy times. But thankful to be obedient and taking steps when you don't feel like doing it, when you are uncertain. But knowing that it's unto something, and maybe you don't see the big picture just yet, but those steps of obedience lead to something. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in to another season. I can't believe this happened. So, Lord, thank you for the people that tuned in this season. Bless their lives for whatever they took away from the season, and that you may be glorified in their lives. And I just thank you for continue to tug on my heart when I just be like, no, Lord, but my yes is my yes, and I will continue to follow you. And so, yeah, Lord, thank you for this time. That's a wrap on season 2. Join us next time.
At the Trevi Fountain.
I gotta do one now. She just said it like 3-4 times. So at the Trevi Fountain, season 3. Hopefully I do film when I'm in Aroma.